freaking Thursday morning, and it's around 10 a.m. in the morning. And although I've showered, yeah, I'm supposed to be going to the outstation right now. But take a look at the weather. Take a look at the freaking weather. It is freaking cold out here. It is icing out here, and we are going into the bush, into the jungle. We're going to go through a series of bad roads. God should just help us at this point. Yeah, so let's get to work preparing for work. Let's get to work preparing for work. Wow. Let's go prepare for work. Yo.
Smooth as a silky pillowcase, slither in my innocent oasis. You bring the pain, I deliver patience. I see the lion and try to tame him. I know the werewolf behind the sheep, familiar the scent of deceit behind your pretty teeth. Say you need space to breathe, but what does that really mean? I don't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. What you really got up your sleeve, huh? I don't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. I know something's up your silky little sleeve, your silky little sleeve. Something's up your silky little sleeve, your silky little sleeve. I seen it coming from up the block. Must be the one that you think I'm not. Let me remind you if you forgot, I'm not the one or the two or the three or the five. Girl, you need space, go ahead, get your life. While you're searching, hope you find. Act right, saying you're fine. Read between lines, I was born at night, not last night. I can't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. What you really got up your sleeve, huh? I don't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. I know something's up your silky little sleeve, your silky little sleeve. Something's up your silky little sleeve, silky little sleeve.
Hi. So it's a Thursday morning. It's a freaking Thursday morning, and it's freaking so cold. God, I've used freaking multiple times. It is so cold. It's been raining all morning, and it's not just rain. It's this kind of rain that comes with a lot of breeze, and but we still have to go to work. We are going to the outstation today, and I know the roads are already flooded, and everywhere will be so. Oh God. Plus rush hour, everything. I don't even know how to feel about this movement, but we move regardless.
Somehow I find you. I can't bother time, no more time. Lines between the lines. Somehow I find you. I can't borrow time. I'm tired of trying. I can't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. What you really got up your sleeve, I don't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. I know something's up your silky little sleeve.
So guys, I don't know why I'm just thinking about the whole journey there under this rain. I think the rain has even stopped or reduced a bit. So we're in luck today. And I hope the roads are a bit dry. They are not so wet and all. Honestly. I just hope. So, yes, I know why. One of the reasons why I'm happy this morning, because our microphone is working. It is freaking working. So, guys, one beautiful thing I wanted to tell you guys about is that a lot of you watching this videos are yet to be subscribed to this channel. So, if you're one of them, do what to subscribe now. Now.
You say you need your space, then pull me close. I read your silence, louder than most. One day you're warm, the next day you're cold. Got me second guessing what I already know. I give you love, but you ration yours. You open up just to close the door. I stay up late, trying to read your mind. I can't read your mind, but your love got rules that change all the time. Why are you always halfway in? Got me drowning when I know I could swim. If you love me, baby, say it with your chest. Yeah, tired of the maybes, I just want the yes. Don't play me like a song on spin. If you ride for me, then ride to the end. Don't wanna love this paper thin. So why you always halfway in? You hit me up when the nights get slow, but then disappear. I give you love, but you ration yours. You open up just to close the door. You stay closing doors. I stay up late, trying to read your mind. I can't read your mind, but your love got rules that change all the time. Changing all the time. Why are you always halfway in? Don't be trying when I know I could swim. If you love me, baby, say it with your chest. Yeah, tired of the maybes, I just want the yes. Don't play me like a song on spin. If you ride for me, then ride to the end. Don't wanna love this paper thin. So why you always halfway in? Why you always halfway in? Got me drowning when I know I could swim. If you love me, baby, say it with your chest. Yeah, tired of the maybes, I just want the yes. Don't play me like a song on spin. If you ride for me, then ride to the end. Don't wanna love this paper thin. So why you always halfway in?
Driving down the highway, doing 95 alone. Trying to reach you, call you, but you won't come to the phone. Remember me, said you'd be my heart's home. Guess you were biding your turn to go. Oh, I really should've known. We were dynamite till we hit a red light. Then I see the signs. Oh, after all that time, this is it for us. You don't wanna try. Thought your love was real, but it's down for us. Now you can't decide. After all this time, this is it for us. Change your energy, yeah, you switch things up. Now you seem brand new to me. But was that even for? Was you playing your games? Was you really bored? No. I really should've known. We were dynamite till we hit a red light. Then I see the signs.
We are going to be talking about something that happened last week. I know that here it is, should I say, a thing of the past, but I feel like a whole lot more people are going to continue to talk about this, and a whole lot more Regis and all of that are going to also come out to say this. There was a tweet someone made a couple days ago. I think it was on a 22nd or so, 2 days ago. I'm recording this video on like a 24th ish. Yeah, I literally just got back from work, so I'm very tired and all, but I just needed to end our vlog somewhere. Yeah, I know we still have a couple hours in the day, but what the hell. So the tweet was, in summary, I'm going to put it up here, but in summary, it is calling a lot of newly graduated doctors incredibly lazy, like in quotes, incredibly lazy. And just a couple days or a couple hours after I saw that tweet, yeah, my girlfriends and I were talking about it. Well, not really talking about it, but a lot of us were just making some comments. And someone asked if I have not worked with a lazy HO before. And I choose to say this, they are lazy people. Like, they are also lazy regis, if we are being honest. They are lazy SRs, they are lazy consultants, even they are lazy people. But to come right out and say that a group of people or a lot of a group of people are incredibly lazy, like the adjective to even use to describe it without giving any form of context, yeah, to as to what she's actually talking about, yeah, or the scenario that made her to think that thought or to post what she did, yeah. Honestly, I don't think it sat well with me. My first reaction when I saw that was like, oh, here we go again. And then I continued to scroll and I saw a lot of people trying to bring out her old tweets where she was once a house officer. It wasn't even too long ago, if we're being honest. And yeah, she was talking about how yeah, like in summary, what the tweet was talking about was, or what the tweet was trying to gear towards, was that she too, she was also in quotes lazy, like somebody that tissues from work, somebody that leaves work, that kind of a thing. Yeah, but now that she's now a red, she's now referring to newly inducted doctors or newly graduated doctors are being as being incredibly lazy. And it didn't sit well with me because it now goes to show, because this is not the first scenario. There are a couple other people too that have said this, a couple other seniors too on Twitter that have come out to say that a lot of house officers are lazy, blah blah blah. And if we look back here, if we go to our different organizations or whatnot, we'll always refer to our own time when we were there as per, we were hardworking, we were doing this for our patients, we were this. But once we pass that stage, it now looks as though people that are below us are not doing as much as we did, or they're doing way less, or they're having it way easier and all whatnot. And I want us to sit well with the idea or the fact that things are not going to be as hard for our younger ones as they were for us. If anything, we should be happy about it. Yes, but that's by the point. The point I'm trying to say is that it is it is unfair for those house officers that are really working their asses off, that are even giving extra time into the work, yeah, for you to come out and say that a lot of newly inducted doctors are incredibly lazy. They are lazy people. Quite all right. There are schools that a lot of us have termed that anybody graduating from this school is probably a very lazy HO because of maybe the way we've seen them being trained and all whatnot. Back when I was doing house job, there were still rumors of people that were talking about how well, these new doctors they are graduating. In fact, you've heard it multiple times where people are talking about the new medical students they are having as being very lazy. You, in fact, when you were even a medical student, I'm sure your teachers also called you lazy because you were not doing as much as they were doing when they were in your level, that kind of a thing. So it's actually unfair. That's what I want to point out. That is very unfair to come out and say that, and the timing could have not been any worse, because at this point house officers have not been paid. Yeah, like they've not been paid for their last month's salary. They've not been paid for, we're in June. They've not been paid for, what was last month? May salary. And it is crazy. It sounded or seemed so insensitive. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I know there are a lot of us, yeah, house officers that are now going to be residents, that are now also going to be, well, we are already medical officers and all. And I don't want to say that maybe residency or passing a particular stage in life, or passing a stage of house officer in life, now makes you feel like you can call other younger colleagues incredibly lazy, or makes you or gives you the ticket to be in quotes toxic. I don't want to interpret what she said as being toxic. She was just trying to air her view apparently. But then there are others now that are going to take it even a step further, to mean that, oh, you're not working enough, you're incredibly lazy, so you fit to do any punishment I give to you, you fit to be talked to carelessly and all of that. In fact, the toxicity I'm directing towards you is even justified because you're not doing as much as you're supposed to do. There are people like that, and that's what I want to address. I don't want us to become the toxic elders that we've always been talking about and been condemning a lot, like a lot of times on this channel. Yeah, I've spoken about it. I've spoken about how our elders want us to do work extra mile. Like they'll be telling us stories of how they trekked so how many minutes or hours to get to this school, but my school is not far. Why should I be doing the things you did? Well, you get the point. So I don't want us to repeat that cycle. It's now becoming a cycle, and the earlier we start to check ourselves, the better. Because from making those comments, you can easily now start turning into something else, be doing saying a lot of remarks and saying you're not working enough, and even going the extra mile to say house officers should not be paid. Like if you're even thinking about that, don't even come to my channel. Because how do you expect to learn? How do you freaking expect to learn if not going through the stage of housemanship? And after housemanship, now finally becoming a resident. Even you as a resident, you're still learning. Are you to tell me now that your seniors or consultants are justified in calling you incredibly lazy if they come out and say that? That's exactly what you're trying to mean. Because if I hope you get this point I'm trying to pass across. I hope you get this point, because we can go down the drain. Residents are incredibly late. Their residents they're not going to answer to your consult. They're not going to come to see your patient. They're not going to come and help you out to do what you're calling them out for. They are not going to do that. There are even some residents that are like, well, I've passed the stage of house officer. That is not my job as a resident, and they are going to punish you for things that are not don't even make sense. So let's try to be a bit rational and to really think well about these things, because honestly, in fact, kudos to those people that are actually rewarding hardworking officers, house officers, and I'm sure it also goes across board. Resident doctors and all, I'm sure there are reward systems for this group of people. If they are not, please, let's enforce it. Let's commend the people that are doing the extra work and doing as much as they possibly can for their patients. Now, another justification I try to make for her tweet though was that, is it because maybe the new generation of house officers are refusing to do the kind of, should I in quote, sacrificial medicine that our chiefs did when they were in our level? If you get what I mean, sacrificial medicine, in the point that, okay, you're seeing a patient, the patient is not doing the investigations required, the patient is not getting the medications required for his or her treatment. So your day or your period of or your work time finishes, and then you don't go home because you want to see that this patient gets this medication, so you stay beyond time. Like, people are refusing to do that anymore because there's someone on call to do that. Why do I have to be the one to now wait and do this for a patient when I need to be on call the following day? I need to be at work the following day. And I know that the Nigerian healthcare system, like, everything boils down to it, because if it were so, I'm sure we are not going to even be complaining of all of this, because at once you do not do what you're expected to do, that now becomes a problem. Not to tell me to go the extra mile of doing what is not in my job description, and now telling me incredibly lazy because I'm refusing to do that. In fact, there are a whole lot of nitty-gritties in this, but that generalization of saying there are a lot of haba now, come on, I don't think that is fair on anyone. I don't think that is actually fair, but it's fine. we are going to move on from that. And I really do hope, it is my prayer, that we don't become what we condemn in the long run. Yeah. So that is it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Yeah, we've had a very long day, honestly. So I need to go get food and chill and wait for the next weekend that is going to be bloody. I know it's, don't worry, I know it's going to be bloody, but it's not a problem. I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.